Boom, boom, boom. All right, hello and welcome, Pterosaurus, JDX, everybody else watching right now or later on. I think this might be the most exciting night for ill-tempered loner dinos, Gruul dinos, super duper enraged dinos, whatever you want to call it. I got some potentially pretty spicy tech. Some of you guys may have tried this interaction before, but it's going to be a good one. Definitely. Certainly, it's nice to see you got your core list. Definitely, that is something I would recommend for sure. Get something that works. Make some tweaks. Certainly try and get as big a sample size as possible. It's tempting when I make some pretty wild changes with dinos. You know, maybe I have a streak of 3 or 4 games where it just doesn't do too well. I automatically think, oh, it must be bad. It could be bad, but I think if you make any drastic changes, you really want to get, you know, say 10 matches, 20 matches if possible, just to get as good a feel as possible. Definitely. But, you know, 1 or 2, I would keep testing it out. Could have just been off draws, things not really working out too well. Maybe the opponent just had answers every time. It's hard to say, but definitely a good sample size. The card I'm speaking of, oh boy, you get excited for tonight. I was thinking of starting off with that in the main board because this is going to instantly win. Yeah, I think I would probably keep trying the Quartzwood deck. 3 wins, 9 losses. Man, it's hard to say. I think though, Ram Through definitely is probably one of my recommendations. We'll take a quick look at Quartzwood before we jump back into the list. But yeah, Quartzwood, used it in the past. A lot of you guys have probably tried it out, maybe at some point, or been intrigued by it. But Ram Through, unfortunately, it's not combat damage. But just giving something, hopefully, you know, a list that has Quartzwood Crasher, you got a lot of creatures that have trample, so you would be able to benefit from Ram Through. Which, Ram Through, where is it? There it is. Ram Through, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. If the creature you control has trample, excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. So unfortunately, it's not combat damage. You're not going to get a token whenever you do a little bit of extra damage to the opponent, but I think it's a natural pairing, this card. Chances are, you know, you've got some dinos with trample, something like Shifting Ceratops, but just having the Quartzwood Crasher, that is going to be fantastic. And Double Strike. If Quartzwood is dealing 2 instances of damage, you're going to get 2 tokens. So Double Strike as well, if you're using a Quartzwood deck, that can be quite helpful. Fantastic. Gruul's Uprising, yes. I have been wondering again about Gruul's Uprising. I think if, for the most part, all your dinos naturally have trample, or there's a somewhat easy way to get trample on them, maybe Gruul's isn't needed. It's hard to say. Paulo, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good night, a good morning. But yes, Double Strike with Quartzwood Crasher just to get 2 tokens during each combat, or even more if you have multiple copies of Quartzwood Crasher. You're going to just really up the tokens you make. And certainly I like Quartzwood because it isn't redundant. The more you have, the more tokens you get. So you could easily and pretty safely just jam all 4. All right. After that diversion, we're going back to Star of Extinction. Oh, destroy target land. Star of Extinction deals 20 damage to each creature. Oh, what creature or creatures do we want to damage? Oh, let's take a look. Ill-tempered loner. The opponent is going to be ill-tempered if we pull this off. You guys may have seen this in the past, but yes, 20 damage to ill-tempered loner, 20 damage to the opponent. It's been a classic, fantastic pairing. And, oh, what's the goblin? Insulter? No. Oh, Brash Taunter. Yes. Yes, Star of the Loner. I think that would be pretty fantastic. I like that name. Brash Taunter, going back to M21. That was a pretty interesting variation, focusing on, again, whenever he's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. Kind of similar to Ill-Tempered Loner. Is indestructible, which is nice, but if you hit something for 20 damage and you can do that to the opponent, chances are they're dead anyways. So the indestructible part might not be the best thing. So Brash Taunter, kind of like Ill-Tempered Loner, but I like Ill-Tempered Loner better. Definitely because if it flips to Howlpack Avenger again, it's going to give us super duper enrage. So yes, Anger of the Gods, damage. We got Star of Extinction to just smoke everything. A sliver deck. Oh, okay. Definitely slivers can be quite problematic. I know that sliver deck you're... yes, I know exactly that card. Angered Sliver. I'll show you guys that. I know the exact card you're meaning. I actually have a playset of it in paper. Right there, Spiteful Sliver. I was thinking of using that kind of similar to Ill-Tempered Loner, but of course Ill-Tempered Loner does survive a Marauding Raptor ping, being 3 toughness. If you are playing in Historic though, and you have a way to make all your dinos into slivers, there are a couple cards. Maskwood Nexus would technically make you dino slivers, all creatures, but yes, Spiteful Sliver. I've tried that out before, but Ill-Tempered Loner I think would be the better option. You don't need extra things to make your dino slivers as well. But it is pretty cool. Very, very rough if they get this down. So if you're playing in a Historic and you want to make a sliver deck and you want to make it painful for the opponent, give them a headache, Spiteful Sliver may be the way to go. Whew. Scary stuff. Oftentimes it has been very scary. I say we just jump right into things. Everything is basically the same as last night. Oh, not zombies. Had to clear up some quests there. Alright. Face it. Let's face it. This deck is satisfying. Maybe for the next match I'll start off with Star of Extinction just to have that combo. See the animation of the meteor coming down, blowing up everything, and blowing up the chances of the opponent ever recovering, perhaps. At least once. I think at least once we're going to see Star of Extinction tonight. Hopefully it's the combo, but even if, they've used a lot of removal on our creatures, we're feeling sad and down, we have enough mana for Star of Extinction. The opponent's feeling pretty good. They got a nice established board, a bunch of creatures, could be humans. We go Star of Extinction and we extinct the humans. Oh boy. It is pretty hilarious, definitely. Of course, it would be rough against Control, Tamiyo Safekeeping, Pterosaurus. That's been working pretty good for you. I think that should be pretty helpful to protect the combo. I've been thinking of adding in even more stuff that just helps guard against removal. I mean, it's been working well for me in the past. It's certainly worked well for you, and we see. To start off the night, I don't know if you can start off a night in a more classic way than Thoughtseize. Interesting. Well, it did stop us from going Thunderherd Migration on turn 2, unfortunately. Either way, we should be able to go Thunderherd or the Celestus next turn. Hopefully we draw some more creatures. Cut things down to 22 lands, I believe. Ooh. Classic Rakdos. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Gonna continue the stable ramp. Actually, I'll pay 1. Won't reveal that we actually have a dinosaur in hand, but I'll continue the stable ramp because I believe Marauding Raptor would pretty easily die to various removal they have. Next turn I could go the Celestus followed by Marauding Raptor, but if I have a choice, Thunderherd versus Marauding against a deck like this, nuts. It's rough. Any day now. Nope, there we go. I like that Ripjaw. Hit a push. Maybe. Oh, maybe they don't have a fatal push. For once. Oh, they do. No, Heartless Act. Well, I'm kind of happy they're using Heartless Act on something that Fatal Push could have easily taken out. Definitely is a slight positive silver lining there, for sure. Definitely, I'm taking this action. I got plenty of lands, so not a problem. Ooh, Topiary as well. Oh, we can go Topiary plus Ripjaw Raptor. I like it. Now let's get some more sources of red, just to pad our sources there, and I think we're in a pretty decent position. A 4-4 and a 4-5. I don't see them being able to take out both of our creatures here. No. But something that the Celestus would actually be pretty fantastic with. Imagine if we're playing with the top card of our library revealed. So we know if we don't need that card, we can draw it to discard it. Kind of in a way of scrying, you could say. Just get the top card off. If we have plenty of lands, we see a land is on top. We do the Celestus trigger with no cards in hand. It's going to get it off the top, send it to the graveyard, unfortunately, but hopefully something else is better underneath. Ooh, a Den of the Bugbear. That could be pretty good for aggression. Alright, let's see what we can do. Would have maybe held the Den of the Bugbear in hand. Perhaps if they do get a fatal push, they'll wait till we make Den of the Bugbear a creature and then kill it. Oh, we got him. Got him. Alright, here we go. I think it's time for the combo. Actually, Unlicensed Hearse as well. And maybe not Anger of the Gods. If we're going Star of Extinction, I think it's maybe one or the other tonight. Although Anger of the Gods definitely does slow down Rakdos mid-range, it seems. Blood Tithe Harvester, Graveyard Trespasser, Bone Crusher Giant, all the Goblin tokens, Kiki-Jiki, Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Again, like I say, Anger of the Gods against this deck seems to do quite the trick. Gotta make room somewhere, though. I say we cut Marauding Raptor just because it is the deck it is. Shifting Ceratops, yeah. Let's go for it. Let's land that loner, land Star of Extinction, and just, oh boy. It would be pretty sweet to pull this off in the first match of the night. My goodness. Very, very exciting stuff. And I forgot to mention last night, after the stream was done, I checked and I saw we matched the all-time concurrent viewers record of 11. Wow, I can't believe it. Perhaps tonight is the night we crack 12? Or we get to 12, I should say. I do like this, the looks of this, definitely. Plenty of decent ramp, the Celestus, Topiary Stomper. We got something we're going to do on turn 3. And it should be rampy. Oh, definitely the Sheltered Thicket. Seeing the 4th land plus the ramp, I think we got a very good chance of seeing Star of Extinction at some point. Ooh, and the unlicensed hearse for a turn 2 play. It doesn't get much better than this. Yeah, definitely. It certainly feels like things are picking up steam, at least a little bit. Hard to say exactly why that is. Maybe tweaking the thumbnails, something like that. But I always love it. If it's 4, if it's 3, 2. I usually assume people will watch afterwards. But yes, always a good time. Maybe I brought in Anger of the Gods. That's a tough one. I feel like they could take out Ranging Raptors, but I'm going to drop it. See if they attack with the Blood Tithe Harvester. Of course, I would trade in that situation. That'd be a pretty good trade. Boy, no fatal push. Let's hope. Seems they like to attack into Ranging Raptors often enough with the Blood Tithe Harvester, which certainly that is a pretty... I jinxed myself. Nuts. Well, at least we get to exile Croxa, which is quite nice. Hard to say, I guess. Right when I first started, February 2020? No, it was April 2020. 21. Yeah, I think it was April 2020. Something like that. I had quite a few right from the very start with my Hatch to Devour free-to-play series. That did quite well. Just kind of continued after that. Did a little bit of Google advertising just to get my name out there, get at least up to 500 subscribers, unlock the community post. And yeah, I got quite a few from the first video, perhaps YouTube recommending it because it was something new and fresh and different. Certainly, I think comparatively, growth has been slower than others, but I don't really try to think of comparing myself to others, certainly because it is fairly focused on dinos, and just everybody is started at a different time, at a different point in their YouTube journey, so I don't really think comparing usually is the right way to go. I'd like to take a Bone Crusher, I think. We might draw 2 cards from this interaction. They have to do a little bit more damage to Ripjaw, which would... It's always fantastic drawing 2 cards from this. Domri. I don't think Ripjaw's sticking around. That's Chandra. Okay, you know, not too bad. She wants to deal 4 to something that temporarily has... Oh, not. A Stomp. Must be a Stomp. A Braid. Alright. Let's just draw some more cards. And hope we can live. Ooh. Alright. Anything we could do to save ourselves? I don't think so. No, it definitely doesn't look like it. 3 to the Celestus. We'll go with Topiary Stomper. We can use it to make Unlicensed Hearse a creature, which is something. But I'm pretty sure they should have us. We'll see. You never know. Next turn, potentially being able to go Starve Extinction would be pretty sweet.
This'll be easy.
Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. Well, you never know, worth a try, definitely. But we got the thing that's going to bring the pain. I wanted to keep Anger of the Gods out, of course. Again, like I mentioned, certainly in that situation, Anger of the Gods would have been better than Star of Extinction. We could have played it quite a bit earlier just to keep the board down. But I said I'd leave Anger of the Gods out, at least for this match. Yeah, pretty much. Going back to the YouTube comment, starting to get subscribers. I just wanted to do this for a long time. Never had good internet, and then came up to where I'm living now, getting fiber, downloading a 30 gigabyte update in 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. Just to give you an idea of how fast it is. Oh, I can't believe how much I was suffering with internet speed previous to this. Well, it's just night and day. It's a blessing, I think. Being able to do this. No lag, nice and fast, smooth. That's what I want. Yeah, let's grab that Topiary. Next turn, should be able to go Thunderherd Migration at least, and continue with the ramp after that. The Thoughtseize. I thought we would be seeing this again. Hopefully they don't get rid of Thunderherd Migration. I would like to continue the nice ramp. Oh, good stuff. We got a Dino. No, you can't slow down the pain train tonight. Oh, even if, say some months I don't make it to Mythic, just hearing success stories like you've had, absolutely. That is the icing on the cake, 100%. And it's another pin in the fact that dinos can be good enough to get you there. I think pretty much any deck with a clear game plan, strategy against some of the more common decks, basically anything should have a pretty good chance against most of the field, but certainly it's nice to see more dinos. I can say, hey, I know this person who's made it to Mythic, this person, that person, it helps. It's very good. Yeah, Domri for 3, and yeah, let's go Domri for 3.
Nothing like a bit of violence, men. Nothing disgusts me more than law and order.
I think everyone's doing good. Happy to hear you're doing good or better. Having a good night. JDX, hopefully. Oh, stomping the meta decks. I mean, you sometimes hear people complaining quite a bit how, oh, this is the only deck I see. It's so powerful. All these things. Yeah, and it's nice to be able to take them down with something that isn't one of those decks.
You're all mouth and no hands.
Ooh, the Celestus. I like that. Actually, no, I like Ill-Tempered Loner. Now we have 5 mana. I got 1 green for Tamiyo Safekeeping. They're basically not going to waste any removal on Ill-Tempered, I would think. Yeah, not that I have anything against net decking. Certainly, it saves time looking at the best thing you can play. Efficiency is something that is proven, likely is probably going to give you a pretty good chance against the field, certainly. Yeah, just using your brain maybe a little bit more, getting creative, finding out the best solution, whatever deck it is you are playing. I think it's good to flex those muscles, definitely. Oh, let's see. Double ill-tempered. Oh, this could be a temperamental time for the opponent. I'm gonna hold off deter some super nice aggression. I try to be nice, always positive. Look on the positive side all the time. Yeah, no, definitely. I think we can all understand the other way. You could say that for sure. For sure. Ooh, this could get good. Still 2 away from Star of Extinction, unfortunately. Seems like one of the Blood Tithe Harvesters, they want to take out one of the Ill-Tempered Loners. They got 2 blood tokens now, so they could do that. Star of the show, yes. Cross your fingers. I do appreciate people being blunt, definitely. I think there's certainly a time and place for that, but yeah, I do like being blunt, getting to the point, not beating around the bush, that sort of thing. I appreciate it, but I know some other people aren't as receptive to that. You kind of got to take a more winding path to get to your point, unfortunately, but you know, that's how it is nowadays. Alright. We got 7. If we can get Star of Extinction next turn and Ill-Tempered Loner is still around. That's okay. Hopefully Ill-Tempered kicking the bucket. We still might get Star of Extinction though. Let's stay positive there. Definitely, it's very wise to take a reflection of Kiki-Jiki. This is just always very problematic. They just run away with things, definitely, when they keep making, you know, copies of fantastic creatures, not just Graveyard Trespasser, but Glorybringer. Very, very rough stuff. Alright. Basically, I have one more turn to get the star. Oh boy. Oh, I saw just recently, popping up to 9 concurrent viewers. Oh, I think tonight's the night. I think it is. I got a feeling. Star, you can do it. That's not Star of Extinction, my goodness. We still might have a chance. Topiary Stomper get us to 7 lands. We've got 2 blockers now, which is pretty fantastic. Oh, definitely. I think just overall, Kiki-Jiki is very, very fantastic. Basically in anything that is red. I was certainly a little hesitant to put Reflection of Kiki-Jiki in, just because it does die to Marauding Raptor if that happens to be out, but I think I can kind of move away from that fact at least. Oh. Yeah, that is going to do it, I think. Well, we'll wait and see, just in case. I should maybe try a reflection of Dino's. Dino-flection. Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Oh boy. Can't really make copies of Graveyard Trespasser. We would be able to block both with each with Topiary Stomper. Stomping time? Yes, you said it. Hopefully. Gonna be tough. I can't go down to 2. But yeah, oftentimes Marauding Raptor does die. If they leave Marauding Raptor up, chances are that's just going to accelerate the game plan anyways. The slight drawback of it potentially killing Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, dealing 2 damage there. I think we can get past that. Alright, let's block some guys. Oh, well that, yeah, you know, they had removal and it got the job done. Okay, I said it. We'll keep Star of Extinction out for the first match. We're gonna bring it in. We're gonna start out with Star of Extinction and we're gonna get that combo sometime tonight. Even if it takes all night. 5 hours. I don't think it's gonna take 5 hours, but yes, definitely. 22 lands, Heaven, I believe. Let me check quickly. No guarantees. I'm pretty sure it was... Oh, 24. 24. I did mention I was going to try out 24 lands, and tonight it is 24 lands. But yes, Pterosaurus, going back to that, normally Marauding Raptor, you can't respond to its trigger. So yeah, you do have to enter full control. You can slap Tamiyos on it, maybe go Heroic Intervention to give everything indestructible and hexproof. But yeah, if it's something involving Marauding Raptor, you got to be in full control. But like I mentioned, we're bringing in the Extinctor. Extinctioner. Wish you could drag the whole, all 4 cards. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. Okay, there we go. Oh, 24 lands. It's been quite some time since I've used 24. Often it's been 22 for a long time. At one point, when dinosaurs were in standard, I was actually doing 19, which is just absolutely nuts and bonkers, I think. 19 lands, that was crazy. That was even without Marauding Raptor, before Marauding was released. I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends who you talk to. Not enough other people would play a dinosaur list with 20 lands to be able to give perspective and experience. I don't think a lot of people use 20 lands, so it's hard. You don't get other opinions, but I've always felt with plenty of ramping stuff like Topiary Stomper here, Marauding Raptor, Otepec Huntmaster, cost reduction, ramping, lots of things at 3 or less. I think for that reason you can get away with 20 lands sometimes. Definitely, this hand is better. Had to send a Star of Extinction to the bottom, unfortunately. I'm going to keep that Tamiyos. Yeah, certainly you get a little bit extra room. Very nice. Oh, and the Temple of Abandon. I've been liking that quite a bit. Let's stick with the Sheltered Thicket, just in case, you know, we need plenty of lands. Certainly mono red Ranging Raptors can be quite fantastic against this deck. Actually faced it, I think, twice today after work. 16 lands. Ooh, oh, that's really crazy talk. Don't really want to go Stomping Ground, but I think I need to, unfortunately. Get us to 4 lands next turn. I'd have 1 left over for Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Ranging Raptors would survive. I'd get a land and then land sometime after. Ooh, I saw basically this exact same deck. It's putting in some good work. No lands. Actually, technically, JDX, there is decks or some decks that have no lands. Oops, all spells. So it's the lands or the spells that have the other opposite face. That is a land that comes into play tapped. It's actually a pretty funny deck. Oops, all spells. Oops, all dinos. Well, it's going to be rough, but ranging with the Tamiyos, I like it. 0 lands. I could maybe be persuaded to make an oops all spells dino list, but I think we're probably dead here. Yes, yes, it is pretty idiotic for sure. Okay. Definitely want to take out somebody, the robber. Certainly. That's 3. Man, he had anger of the gods, my goodness. Yeah, 20, 18. No, there's potential there. But maybe not potential with this particular game. Ooh. Yeah, we're not, we don't have a cheap sweeper, that's for sure. Man, I'm missing Anger of the Gods big time. Yeah, we got to bring it in, absolutely. Against this deck, no funny business with Star of Extinction, unfortunately, I know. But Anger of the Gods just absolutely smokes this deck. They don't seem to have a whole lot of burn spells, just a lot of creatures, so really Anger does the work. Sometimes there's a pretty good mix of creatures, lightning strike, play with fire, cheap burn spells, but I've played a list similar to this tonight and it was just a lot of creatures. I could potentially keep this just due to Temple of Abandon, but it's no, too risky. Oh yes, there we go. I'm glad I didn't risk it because that is a lot better. I'll keep it just in case. I would like a body, but at the very least, we got Anger of the Gods. Turn 3. See how much they play. It might not make sense to go with Anger turn 3. You never know. I don't know. I mean, a straight upgrade to Shock, absolutely, strictly better. It's interesting to see how things are not even just kind of obsolete, but 100%, no question, obsolete. I'll wait for that bone crusher. Yeah, definitely. We'll wait another turn for this Anger of the Gods. Oh, double anger, double whammy. Okay. Hopefully not too much has haste that they're playing this turn. Hopefully they play that bone crusher. Ooh. Okay, so they're stumbling in the land department. I don't know if they'd ever do it with something like Thoughtseize, but I think there's only so many times you can reprint Shock. They probably felt they had to spice it up a little bit. Unfortunately, something for 1 red that deals 2 damage. They're like, ooh, we gotta change it up. Because Shock has certainly been reprinted a lot. Hopefully that sets them back nicely. But mono red, some sort of mono red, it seems to be quite popular. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It is definitely nice. Pretty standard, classic, fantastic. It's nice to have something that is so clearly good. It's cheap, it's uncommon. I think it's pretty fantastic for new players. Maybe they want to combine Shock and play with fire just to keep it simple. Not too worried about Annex. Yeah, let's just go with the Thunderherd, get some more lands. We got plenty of sources of red at this point, that's for sure. Maybe they're thinking we have another sweeper in hand, but I would imagine... Oh, okay, good. Play more creatures. You know you want. Then we have to go in with the Gods this turn coming up. Yes. Still pretty rough. Not seeing any creatures quite yet. Certainly Ripjaw Raptor, I mean, that is just nuts against this deck. Torbrand though, Tor done. Ooh, Ranging Raptors, the Tamiyo, blocking whoever. It's going to be pretty sweet. At least this will hold us off for a turn. Hope. Oh yes, good. Right, no more lands. I don't know. Yeah, certainly. I mean, I get flooded like this with 20 lands. Oh, that anger. There we go. Yes, please. I think we gotta do it. Well, we may be dead just because of Torbrand, unfortunately, but had to do something. 65 card decks? Okay. I don't know if I'd ever try 65 cards. I want to keep it to 60, keep things as consistent as possible for sure. Oh. No, we're dead, unfortunately. That's right. That's how she goes sometimes. You get lots of lands, whether you got 24, you got 20. Oh, absolutely. Especially when you go best of one in arena, that just gets really, really wacky. Unfortunately, I wish it would just completely random. I don't know. I don't like to dive too far into some of the stuff which could be conspiracy. I know some things have been confirmed about the algorithm and matchmaking and stuff like that, but I think it would be just the simplest to just randomly shuffle a deck, whether or not it's completely randomly shuffled. Best of one though, definitely there is shenanigans that happen there with I'd have to find the article for you guys, but wacky stuff happens in best of one, to say the least. Abzan humans, it's looking like. Well, we got the Thunderherd. We got a a Dino. We got 2 sources of red. Next turn, probably Ripjaw Raptor, I would say. Yes, it's very interesting. Best of one, definitely. Decks that kind of fold to specific hate from the sideboard, naturally they're going to excel, I would say, in best of one life gain specifically. Chances are somebody has something that stops life gain in their sideboard. They probably don't start off with it in the main board just because it could be mostly dead or fairly useless, unfortunately. Ooh, that ill-tempered loner, I want that guy. That's for sure. Yeah, let's get it. Okay, we'll hold off a sec. Oh, Collected Company could do us in. Anger of the Gods, though. Or Star of Extinction, I should say. We're getting pretty close to that. We might be able to pull it off here. Yeah, it's got to be Ripjaw. Let's get closer to that Star of Extinction. That's not Star of... Oh, hey. Did we do it? Next turn, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna use all the emotes. Still have 2 to protect ill-tempered loner. I think we got this. Here we go. Oh my. I think we got him. Oh boy. Oh yes, this is nice. Hopefully they don't have a heroic intervention. They are in green. That would just be very sad, but they would still die. Yeah, they would still die. Oh, this is intense. I don't feel bad for the opponent. I don't think they have lethal. Maybe. Okay, 6. I got 12. Gonna have to let it through just in case they use something on Ill-Tempered Loner, or they try to use something on Ill-Tempered Loner. Some sort of removal. Want to be able to protect him. Oh, here goes nothing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you're still dead. Boom. Boom. There we go. 20 damage to the face. Whew. We did it. We did it. Even if I lose every other match tonight. Jose, you joined at the right time. My. Well, that probably shook him. Pun intended, because it was a meteor. Okay. We pulled it off. Oh, yes. Well worth the wait. You can see how, I mean, we were dead. Absolutely. No chance whatsoever. Starve Extinction plus Ill-Tempered Loner, that's all you need. There are clunkier combos with Ill-Tempered. Don't even have to have them flipped. I think it's sort of on the legitimate side, perhaps. It's very fun. It's very expensive. Kind of a glass cannon if you can't protect Ill-Tempered Loner, but we do need Anger of the Gods. Definitely against humans. Anger of the Gods helps big time. Wow. I'm keeping that in. Let's try for another one. Celestus. I think in this list you probably could cut anything that works with day and night, just because you don't really need Howlpack Avenger, as long as, again, you're hitting the Ill-Tempered Loner. Doesn't need to be night, but we'll cut Topiary Stomper, I think. 24 lands. Maybe I'll go to 26. Use some man lands. I was thinking of exploring that. Oh, excuse me. But I think 24 is probably about the highest I would ever go. Just again, because I got cost reduction, ramping potential. Yeah. I think this should be pretty good with the Ranging Raptors. Got something on turn 3. Able to block whatever they play. Hopefully. Oh. And the Temple of Abandon. Oh, there we go. It begins. Alright, yes. Ranging Raptors. Hopefully they don't have a Skyclave Apparition. Oftentimes that seems to be the case. They got 2 sources of white, so that could be a possibility. I jinx myself. I always jinx myself. Nuts. Anger of the Gods would also be nice, but, you know, Ripjaw. Hopefully not a second Skyclave Apparition, or potentially hitting that off of a Collected Company. Oh, what the? Every time. It's all good. It's 2 less Skyclave Apparitions that they have in the deck. 2 less that I have to worry about. Looking on the bright side. Kind of like Ranging Raptors. Could get us to, I don't know. Hey, you know, even if you need a little help, JDX, if it helps get you to a better place, and then eventually you get off it, but thinking of it as an aid, I think definitely there's merit there, for sure. I'll just go Ranging Raptors. Got the potential to block somebody. Gain 2 life. Get a land afterwards. On a following turn when I block again. Ooh, the Collected Company. This might be it. This might be it. Man, that's big. Well, we don't have enough for Star of Extinction, that's for sure. Ooh, yeah, we're, maybe not. We're not quite dead. One. Oh, nuts. If that was something other than a Sheltered Thicket, we would have had enough for Star of Extinction. Oh my goodness. That would have been sweet. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, that's alright. We did see the combo. So always looking on the positive. Okay, keep it as is. Hopefully see it this time. We're staying around 9 pretty consistently. I think if near the end, I think we're going to see 12 tonight. Oh boy. I don't know, I think I might, definitely mulligan for Anger pretty aggressively. At least if I don't see it in my opening hand. Depending how good it is, of course, but certainly I can agree with mulliganing a little bit more for Anger in this situation. I mean, a lot of the humans, they're 3 or less. If you can take out a lord like General Kudro, as long as they don't have another lord to get him to 4 toughness, take him out with Anger of the Gods. Oftentimes that's going to chain usually everything else, and you should be able to take out all that stuff. I think they're both pretty high-powered. Historic is just, you're going to experience all kinds of wacky stuff with the alchemy cards, historic anthologies. I think it's definitely harder for dinos, but I wouldn't be opposed to going back to historic. I was in historic for so long just because it was the only format you could play dinos on Arena, but now with Explorer, just the fact that it is going to mirror Pioneer, eventually going down to play in my local game store in paper, it's nice to have a format here that is exactly the same. But yeah, historic, lots of wacky stuff. I think definitely I haven't left it forever. It would be nice to go back at some point to potentially see all the, wacky stuff that's going on. Crazy powerful stuff. Might even add in, some of those alchemy cards potentially that could help out a dinosaur deck, making tokens, things like that. I definitely think there could be some nice options for dinos in alchemy. Haven't looked too far into it though. Ooh, I don't know about this. Yeah, like you mentioned, we'll try one mulligan for Anger. Oh, we got it. Oh, absolutely. I think the nerfs in Alchemy Historic to Cauldron Familiar, not being able to block 100%, that was a big nerf for sure. Assembled from parts, huh? Yes, Heaven. Yeah, again, yeah, it will be Become Pioneer. The Explorer Anthology 1 coming out is pretty exciting. We get Tamer Battle Rage, which I think might just be the thing I have to play in Dinos. Actually, I think it's coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's coming out tomorrow. Tamer Battle Rage, for anybody that doesn't know, 1 in a red, instant speed. Target creature you control gets double strike until end of turn, and if its power is 4 or greater, it also gains trample. Definitely one I'm going to craft, and I believe it's a common as well. One of its printings might have been uncommon, but Tamer Battle Rage. Oh. Yes, JDX, absolutely. Anything red related does not need Tamer Battle Rage. You can imagine Bone Crusher Giant, the absolutely fantastic classic card, pairs perfectly with Bone Crusher. Glory Bringer. It's going to be nasty stuff. I don't know. I think they got to push the envelope, but with Tamer Battle Rage being legal in Pioneer, of course, naturally it is going to become legal at some point in Explorer, so it's not like they're doing anything crazy. It's a fact of life in the Pioneer. Oh, interesting. Oh. Did we crush them so hard in game 1? They saw that combo and they shed the tears and we got it done. Ooh, that was good. Okay. We smoked the humans. Let's go for it again. They didn't want it. Maybe they've never experienced that. I got emotes for basically everything. Knocked out one. Let me see if I'm pressing all of them. Yes, the knocked out one, the crying, proud. Oh no, the sleeping one's hidden. So, there we go. I still don't know which one would be my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. I can't choose. Yes, super duper rampy, and the only copy of Lair of the Hydra. Always nice to see that. I have been thinking of adding possibly 2 copies, and just the nights I forget to add it, it's usually pretty sad. Oftentimes I could have used it. And, what the heck, we got it good. Digital Artist. Oh, the KO one. Oh, yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, she's just a digital artist from Puerto Rico. Met on some Reddit, some subreddit that had artists featuring art. Ooh, not a fight rigging deck. Nuts. Yes, well, we confirmed that, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'll just try and ramp as much as possible. We'll get Ranging Raptors. Topiary and Raging, effectively the same thing, but Ranging potentially could block whatever big thing they play. So I think I like that instead. But yeah, I just kind of work with her, give her an idea of what emote or thumbnail art she wants, and I didn't expect them to quit. Okay then, well, I'll keep things as is, I guess. But yeah, usually takes about a week, maybe a week and a half as she makes the art. Gives me, 3 or 4 mock-ups, kind of general ideas, and then I pick the direction I want to go, and she just does a finalized art with that, sends it to me in an email, and that's it. The ramp is too strong. It's scary ramp. Well, we had this probably about a week ago, maybe. They were so scared of the ramp, they just quit. Or they knew what we were going to do. They felt the rumblings from the previous game against humans. It shook the entire servers of Arena, I think. But seeing it here, ooh, I like it. Yes, again, I gotta do something with the nuts. A dino eating peanuts, peanut butter, carrying a bag of nuts, hiding under a peanut shell. There's something there. Cracking one, yeah. Dino Nutcracker, maybe. Dino eating popcorn. Oh, my wallet's gonna be shedding tears. I have so many great ideas. Dino in a peanut costume. Ooh, yes. That does make sense. I'm always interested, looking for, you know, the next great potential idea. Not blocking, unfortunately, but that is a big Llanowar Elves. I don't like it. Not one bit. I think it's still got to be Ranging Raptors. Continue with that ramp. Man, so many good ideas tonight. I'll attack with everything. Chances are we'll use Tamiyo Safekeeping on the Ranging Raptors to block whatever's big. Maybe they try to kill Ranging Raptors, but it's going to be some good ramp. But I do like the popcorn idea. I think that would be pretty fantastic, especially for moments like this when potentially, you know, we're going to play Star of Extinction. Not specifically based off Marauding Raptor. I just kind of, I don't know why. Maybe subconsciously it was based off Marauding, now that I think about it. But it wasn't intentional. Ooh, I really want Star of Extinction. This could get ugly. Okay, we got options. Swing with both. They might suspect some shenanigans. But if he blocks, let's try with ranging. I don't think he's going to block with it. Oh, nope, not taking the bait. He knows something's up. Domri we couldn't save. Play him anyways, just in case. You know, never know. The green dino, not sure what that's based on. The phone one, whenever I do phone games, oftentimes I use that orange and blue Triceratops. I kind of just wanted something different, basically. Yeah. Even though he didn't block, I'll fight, get to 6 lands so that we have the potential of 7 lands next turn for Star of Extinction. Not today. Okay, well, we're saving it. Good stuff. Hopefully when this Llanowar Elves goes to 7 or above 7, it's nothing too crazy with the fight rigging. But at the very least, we should be able to reset things with Star of Extinction next turn. It's going to be very interesting, though. I think they're worried about something is up our sleeve. Get 2 big creatures that are just going to die. The Great Henge, not too bad. Howren's Epiphany, also not that bad either. Ooh, that was actually pretty good. Don't mind him getting an extra turn that much. Certainly could have been a lot worse. Oh, play your creatures, you know you wanna. Okay, now we're dead. I was worried about the potential of Emergent Ultimatum, seeing that they have green and black and blue. At some point it's just inevitable, but we might not be dead here. Vorinclex, it's gotta be. Oh boy, we got one turn here, folks. Possibly. Man, yeah, this really would do quite well with the dinosaur eating popcorn. Tense moment, that's for sure. Okay, we might have survived. 16, 20 in total. We stop 8, yes. Ooh, oh boy. Stick around for this. They're probably wondering, why is this person not conceded yet? What could they possibly be doing? Watery Grave. Oh, that was painful. We may still be dead, but my goodness. That was sweet. Definitely might still be dead due to the Great Henge there, which I have been toying with adding as well. Haven't used it a whole lot in the past. Usually it's been with Rotting Regisaur, of course, our fantastic black dino, 7 power, reducing the Great Henge to just 2 green. Classic pairing there. I do like its potential. Oh boy, another Star of Extinction would be pretty good, actually.
Putrid, but effective.
Take out another land. Take out Liliana. I like it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Let's be even more satisfying. Boom.
My army has been
Alright. Drawn a lot of cards, but that was pretty cool. I was thinking of paying 2 life, but I mean going down to 4 could be, yeah, ask and ye shall receive. It would be pretty cool even copying Star of Extinction with various spells, but we may still be dead. This game, at the very least, it is satisfying. You gotta admit. Alright. Let's get some bodies and hope they survive. I think somebody's dead. They didn't play any creatures last turn, so maybe there's a pretty good chance they do have some removal coming up. Eventually. That's okay. We got a body. Better than nothing. More ramp? Well, this may do it. Yeah, we're not going to win through that. I need more Galta, yes. Yes, I have been missing the queen these past few nights. It's been tough. Maybe, tomorrow night could be a more traditional list featuring Galta. Perhaps another turbo Galta, but I still might keep it Ill-Tempered Loner in. We'll see, but I think I've missed Galta for too long now. Yeah, I think I'll keep it in, pretty much. Hope for the combo of Ill-Tempered plus Star of Extinction to kill him, basically. I can work with that. 3 lands, we got a bit of ramp there. And they did mulligan once so far, which is pretty promising. Maybe they didn't have any fight rigging in. I would not feel sad. Lots of ramp. This looks good. Definitely all their big creatures. Ill-Tempered Loner, a fantastic thing to block something big with. Would have been Den of the Bugbear last turn. Nuts. Well, if both come into play tapped, it's going to be Sheltered Thicket. Hopefully that didn't set us back too bad. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, we got the combo. We got the combo. Let's go. Question is, the Celestus does have trample. I feel like Topiary Stomper. Oh, we just need to survive. Let's go. Yeah, he couldn't block. Actually, I guess I didn't need to tap him because I wasn't attacking with Topiary Stomper anyways. No, that... I thought it was at the beginning of their combat, but the beginning of each combat, so that, yeah, that didn't really make sense. Taking 6? Huh? It's not too bad. We get a chance here. If we can go Ill-Tempered Loner next turn, have it survive. If we draw lands, oh boy, here goes nothing. Oh, okay, there's the land. Alright, well, it definitely has to be Ill-Tempered Loner. Alright, oh. Don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Oh, they killed him. That's alright. You know what? We may... No, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead because Topiary Stomper can't block, unfortunately. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. Still a good time. Always a good time. Chatting with you guys. Absolutely. Alright. Well, it was very interesting. I had a good time. At least we did see the combo once tonight. You saw it in the flesh. You can explain a combo so much, but when you get to see it live, you know, that is just... that's something special. Definitely, I think it has potential. But again, I think tomorrow night... revisit something a little bit more traditional. I got some ideas with Ill-Tempered Loner, maybe adding in fighting spells, that sort of thing. But yes, thanks again, Heaven, Pterosaurus, JDX, everybody else, Paulo, Blue Bear, Draco, if you're watching right now, later on. Have a good night, a good morning, a good evening, good afternoon. Yeah, remember, there's always room for improvement, and yes, thanks again for watching. Always enjoyable. End of the night. Stay safe as well.